Thank you so much, Kevin. We'll take anything we can get at this point, and the winds will also be increasing tomorrow as that weather that Kevin just described moves in. So we'll see the southwesterlies at about 30 kilometers per hour tomorrow. In terms of temperatures, yes, just because yesterday we actually saw our temperatures in the low teens. So we'll watch to see those temperatures. We're still sticking with 9, and we do have this low pressure system coming in to the north. With that, we see the wind shifting direction to the southwesterlies. We have the cold front passing through, so much so that overnight Thursday and into Friday morning, there will be like light rain showers moving through. Thank you so much, Kevin. Well, here are the totals of rainfall that we saw yesterday as our low pressure system and our cold front came through. We saw in Markham 19 millimeters of rain, Toronto Island 23, and then higher totals as we were expecting in eastern Ontario, where those rainfall warnings were in place near Kingston and Belleville, and even up into Montreal saw quite a bit of rainfall. Now, in terms of what we're expecting, we see the winds shifting direction. See those southwesterlies coming in tomorrow with the arrows pointing in that direction or pointing from that direction. And we will see the winds at about 30 kilometers per hour. Then the cold front comes through. This looks to be mostly overnight rain, so most of this should fall while you're sleeping. We will see the temperatures a tad cooler as we look ahead now to... We had our rain come through yesterday. The temperatures have dropped a little bit, but we're going to be seeing them staying generally in the low teens for the next many days, and some cooler weather, sad to say, is on the way for next week. Also, a programming note, Tornado Terror Storm Hunters is going to be airing, and we're going to be showing that. Also, encourage you to tune in for Tornado Terror later on today. Let's take a look at what's going on with regard to our weather. And then temperature-wise, it dips off a little bit versus what we're going to be seeing tomorrow, which is 14, but then we'll be down into about the 10 range for Friday. Thank you, Kevin. And also with those milder temperatures that are on the way tomorrow, we see the winds increase in strength. Southwesterlies, 30 kilometers per hour, so that would be considered a moderate wind. And we're going to be seeing mild temperatures, yes. However, a drop-off is expected. In fact, in the long term, by the time we get to next Tuesday, there still are some snowflakes. Snowflakes in the forecast. There's a lot of melting going on now, of course, on rivers and streams and the like around southern Ontario, now that the temperatures are becoming more seasonal. Yeah, we have blips here and there, but overall, it's a far better pattern than we've seen for the beginning part of spring. The rainfall totals that we saw, 23 at Toronto Island, Hamilton at 17, Kitchener, as well as through the St. Lawrence Valley. The winds will increase from the southwest, as we were just mentioning. Why? Because of the onset of this low pressure system. This rain with a cold front does come through mostly overnight Thursday into early Friday morning. The temperatures are going to be staying in the low teens. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily going to be awfully cold. It's just a little bit chilly at times. The cold front has moved through. We are definitely seeing a little bit cooler temperatures now that the front has passed. The winds are also going to be shifting direction when we get our next low pressure system to begin moving in, and that will be the case as we head into tomorrow. I'll get more into the forecast in just a moment. A programming note, though, now that we're starting to get into tonight at 7 and 10 Eastern, definitely would encourage you to tune in. Mark and George will be live tweeting so that you can have some conversations with them. If you have questions, they'll be at the ready to be able to answer those for you. Let's go to Fergus, Ontario. The winds shifting direction once again to the southwesterlies. We can see this red line. That's the warm front, so it's helping to draw up, and that's why the arrows are following suit. The temperatures come up. 14 is what we're calling for Toronto tomorrow. There are some overnight showers moving through. We're not going to see a ton of rain with this, but it does move through and then help to bring down the temperatures just a tad. We're going to be staying in that low teen range for a little while. And thanks so much, Kevin. Every weather presenter loves to give great forecasts because we get some love back. Including Kevin, right? So let's take a look at our short-term forecast and what we can expect in terms of our planning for the day ahead. Toronto, 9 degrees with sunshine. I don't know if you're going to give me any love for that. 9 degrees is a little chillier than yesterday. However, we have the winds will begin to shift direction. I want to show you that. See this warm front, the red line coming in? That's drawing up the warmer air, and that's why the arrows are following suit. So that's a southwesterly wind, and that will be gusting, I'll say 30 kilometers per hour. It's a moderate wind, and we will be seeing this cold front pushing through late Thursday, overnight Thursday into early Friday morning. So possibly the drive into work on Friday could have a few showers, but largely this rain would fall through the overnight, just the timing of it all.
If you were to write a song about the weather yesterday, what would it be called? Thank you so much to everybody that responded. We got some really cool stuff on social media. Michael said a song for all seasons. Pretty much, yeah, that's exactly what we had. Mother Nature's mixed bag of weather goodies. I don't know, that one's a little long for me. The next one, Canadian springtime. That's just the truth, really. It's quite often we see a little snow in spring. Make the snow go away to the tune of Make the World Go Away by Eddie Arnold. That's an oldie but a goodie, and I kind of like that title.
Close.
Thank you so much, Kevin. We'll take anything we can get at this point, and the winds will also be increasing tomorrow. Thank you so much, Kevin. Well, here are the totals of rainfall that we saw yesterday as our low pressure system and our cold front came through. We saw in Markham 19 millimeters of rain, Toronto Island 23, and then higher totals as we were expecting in eastern Ontario, where those rainfall warnings were in place near Kingston and Belleville, and even up into Montreal saw quite a bit of rainfall. Now, in terms of what we're expecting, we see the winds shifting direction. See those southwesterlies coming in tomorrow with the arrows pointing in that direction or pointing from that direction. We will see the winds at about 30 kilometers per hour. Then the cold front comes through. This looks to be mostly overnight rain, so most of this should fall while you're sleeping. We will see the temperatures a tad cooler as we look ahead now to the beginning part of next week. 5 degrees with rain, 13 on Sunday with rain as well.